What's up, guys? We started this bundle for you guys, so we wanted to reach out to you with this video for up and coming producers that really want to get into the music industry. What essential tools that you need to actually get, into the music industry and get to that level that you want to be at. Get your music to a place where you can be heard. First off, first thing you need is sounds. Nice quality sounds. I can't stress that enough. You could go to www.thebeathousekids.com and purchase some great sounds for your productions, and you won't regret it. But number two, you want to be able to produce music that you like and that everybody else around, in the industry likes. Not copy anybody, but kind of like make your own style, make it stand out, and that's what's gonna make you stand out. And you go ahead and shop it to different artists, and how you do that is you have to get up and out and meet different people, rub heads, and build relationships with people. If you don't do that, your music won't get heard. So that's some of the key essentials. Anything you want to add, Ali?
Well, favorite producers or someone who's on the radio using products, would you want to use those same products? Because they're on the radio music. They get to all the major venues are being how can I say, the sound is filled up with the products that they use. So at the Beat House Kids, you may find that some of the products we have, they're on major records. So that means if these major producers are using them, they're good enough for you, they're good enough for them. Some of the biggest artists are using these products. So that means that the quality sounds are definitely good. Because it's like I said, if it wasn't good enough, the record companies would definitely turn it away. So first of all, as DJ Will said, you have to have great sounds. You have to have a good track, a good production. It's cool to make just a simple little beat, and that's great, but you want to be a producer. So you want to stand out from the crowd. You want to stand out from the many, be one of the few, and makes exceptional tracks. And of course, to make a great track, the first thing people are going to do is do what? They're going to hear it. And you want to make sure that sound is hot, that the highs are crisp, that the lows are rich, that your mids are bumping all the way through. That way you don't have to crowd your track up with too many sounds trying to layer it, and then it thins it out. So if you got nice, rich sounds from the beginning, you can use as less sounds as possible. And that's today's music. A minute ago, which you have tracks all over the place now. A minute ago, you had tracks where you had to continuously layer, and they were filled up. Now if you listen, it's mainly about that hot drum. That drum's got to be banging. And then the rest is just sounds here and there that are very rich. That's your lead line. And there's various ways of making tracks through. Hopefully you'll be a producer who produces all kinds of music. But in most of the music that you're probably gonna make, you don't want the sounds to be jumbled up. So if you start off already with quality sounds, they don't have to be engineered so much. They're already processed to the point where as soon as if you did any production, when you hit a sound, you just say, oh yeah, I can work with that. Those are the type of quality sounds that we provide for you. And that's one of the biggest things. It's not like we're selling you some junk, because these things have been tested and proven, like I said, on records. I've used them on major records. We've used them on major records, and the producers that have those names, they're not just they're not replicas. These are the real deals that they work with us to make these sounds, and they use them. So if they're good enough for that, and that's the level you're trying to get to, right? The NBA of music, you're trying to get to that top level. So you got to have that quality sound, and that's the key right there. Plus, like I said, make sure that you make a good, complete song, good track all the way through. From top to bottom. Make sure you got your verses, your chorus, your hooks, they're in the right places, and it tells a story. Then you want to go, and then after you got your track hot, that's just step one. You got your track hot, you got your sounds nice. You compare it to what's out on the radio, what you've been hearing. It's nice and rich. Then you go to the next step. The next step is what? I'm gonna let DJ Will tell you that. You gotta shop it. That's the marketing part.
So marketing is key. That's where you execute your sale. That's where you execute your product. That's essential. And how you shop things is, if you're an internet producer and you want to make money on the internet as a producer, you find your clientele off the internet from different artists that's interested in your music. You could use social media for networking, branding, Google AdWords for your beat website, so people can find you all over the world. It's a huge market out there for producers. It's a lot of ways to make money, but for you to shop your music as just a music producer that wants to get to major artists, it's a method to it. You have to get up and out, like I said before. You have to get up off your butt. You got to go out, visit different cities, build relationships with different people, and be able to deliver your music. But your music has to be, like Ellie said, packaged correctly. Your sequencing has to be on point in the song format. Your quality has to be A1. From mixing, mastering, EQ, all that stuff has to be right, because first impression is everything. Now, when an artist hear your beat and it's up to those standards, that's a sale right there automatically. Because what you produce and they hear it, that's just it.
Exactly.
Like, as simple as that. It sounds simple, and it really is, but it takes work to get there.
Keep it simple, but keep it tight.
Keep it simple, but keep it
Here's
tight.
the thing. You may notice every once in a while there's a new sound that comes out, a new feel, a new swing.
Right.
But so you don't want to be a cookie cutter. You don't want to. I don't want to name names. They created their own lanes. We don't need another person who sounds just like that person. We'll just go get that person. So you create your own sound. You make sure that it's hot, that it's hip, that it's the stuff. But you want to make your own lane. So that way people then say you're the next big thing.
Absolutely.
Because we've seen the ways of all the ones going. If you try to just make a beat like someone, then they could just go get that person.
And you would be a tight beat type of producer. You don't want to be that.
You don't want to be that.
Right.
You want to stand out on your own. Make your own. But that's why I say if you start off with good quality sounds, then you already got something to work with. Now when you hear those sounds, it just kind of makes you want to do something special. And that's what you do. You don't try to mimic someone else. You can never be me. You can never be DJ Will. You got to be your own person. Be that next big star yourself as a producer. Here's one thing too. You want to go after those national artists. Yes, you do. You want to go after those big artists. But you know what? A lot of the big artists, if you look, they have a producer who stayed with them from the beginning when no one knew who they were. Zaytoven and Gucci Mane, that was from the beginning. So now everyone wants to get with him, but at the time he had a success built with this individual. And you can do the same thing. You can, as DJ Will said, you find those hot artists that are brand new, and you gonna make them be a superstar. Y'all team up together, and now y'all got a nice niche and a nice bond nobody can break. And then people start to develop that individual with your sound. You got a great combination. If you look at most of them, they have a team situation. You want to go in and break and get into their team. You may be able to do that, but just imagine you were the major producer for a brand new artist and with a brand new sound. Oh man, now you're in the game and everybody's going to try to follow you and your artist.
Absolutely.
So, but you got to make sure that artist is hot, and you have to make sure your beat is hot. And it all starts off with them being good, and you make sure your track is hot. So, like I said, you come out with the great sounds from the beginning. That's less for an engineer to have to mix, master, cut. Because the more you cut it, the more it becomes thin. And then you have to build it back up. Right. So if you start off already with sounds that's already rich and hitting hard and hitting nice, then you don't have to do as much to it. Sometimes I heard some people say, I didn't do anything to it. I'm like, come on, you did something to it. But once I learned the game, you don't have to do a lot to sounds that's already hot. You don't. It's the sounds that are not real hot, you gotta go ahead and get some type of situation that'll boost it up. And that's what you don't want to do. If you can start off with the best, that helps you out already. And then that's less time for you to spend on trying to find sounds, because you already got good quality sounds. You can just be who you are, that producer who doesn't have to engineer. You're just producing.
Absolutely. Another thing I want to touch on is we had some customers and different people that wanted to know what equipment to use. It's no set equipment to use. Everybody in the industry pretty much made a hit on anything. It's whatever you're using, master what you use. That's the key. So if you're using Logic, master it and keep it moving. Don't jump from software to software, hardware to hardware.
Exactly.
I mean, it's good to learn other things, but once you master one thing, you then take on something else or another software and master that. Exactly. And that's how you collectively gain the knowledge of how to work everything that people are using in the music industry.
Exactly.
That's key.
And that's so key. Did you hear what he said? Is that if you're working with Studio One, Logic, you're working with Fruity Loops, you're working with any other things, Ableton, if you're working with Sonar, if you're working with Cubase, which is Sonar too, if you're working with any of these Pro Tools, learn and master that. Don't jump around thinking that the next thing is going to make it better, because like DJ Will said, every song, a DAW and every workstation has had a hit connected to it somewhere. Absolutely. You may find out this individual uses that and he uses this too, or he may just stick to one thing. So that means different situations have been have had hit records to them, no matter what it is. So the whole thing is mastering it, getting it down.
Right. So we had success doing that. With big artists and different commercials and TV placements and stuff like that, and with different artists. So we just wanted to give you guys a little bit of knowledge on getting into the game and what you need for the essential things that you needed. So till next time, man. This is DJ Will and
LE, and we will be giving you more. We'll give you tips along the way. We'll keep gradually giving you that secret to trying to get to where you want to be. But a lot of this information, for those who already know it, keep doing it. For those who didn't know, step your game up a little bit and make your beat and your stuff a little tighter and get out there and shop it. You just can't have it held to just you and your friends.
Right.
You got to get out there and shop it. And we'll keep giving you more industry tricks, secrets, and ways to get the success that you want and deserve.
Don't forget, go to thebeathousekiss.com.